Howdy folks, ever wonder what it takes to build a small bunkie on your property like this one, even if you're not a professional carpenter? Well, in this video I'm going to walk you through how I built this one, step by step, starting with clearing the land and working all the way up to getting it closed in with the roof, windows, and door. This is part one of the build, and because I did it almost everything by myself, with the help of my wife of course, it took pretty much the entire summer, working only weekends and holidays. The project started as a pretty simple idea, just to build a small bunkie in our property where family and friends could stay for visits and special occasions. Once the area was cleared and leveled out enough to work with, I started setting up the foundation. For this build I used the tough blocks sitting on compacted ground with gravel. This keeps the structure up off the ground and works well for smaller buildings like this without needing a full concrete foundation. With the base supports in place, I built the main floor frame. Everything sits on pressure-treated lumber to help it handle the moisture and weather over time. After the outer frame is built, I installed the floor joists and made sure everything was square and level before moving forward. Since we're going to be using this bunkie all year round and it gets pretty cold in our area, we decided to insulate the floor as well. You can see here where we installed 2x2s throughout between the joists to support the 2-inch thick styrofoam insulation. Once all the insulation was in place between the joists, I installed the plywood flooring to seal everything up and create a good solid working surface. Here my wife is staining the floor to help it protect against from the outside moisture while the construction continues. At the same time I built the front deck and the stairs leading up to it. Doing all this together made it easier to tie everything into the same structure and keep it all level and solid. With the floor and deck finished, it was finally time to start building the walls. We purchased the spruce 2x4s from a local sawmill and saved quite a few $100s doing it that way. Each wall was framed right on the floor and then lifted up into position one at a time. This is usually the stage where a project really starts to feel like a building instead of just a platform. Once all the wall framing was complete, I installed the exterior sheathing. This adds a lot of strength to the structure and locks everything together nice and tight. Next came the roof structure. Instead of building trusses, I installed a center beam and ran rafters from the walls up to that beam. I decided to go with the 12-12 pitch, which was the same as our house in the cookhouse, which is quite steep but works well with the snowy areas because it allows the snow to slide right off. Essentially it becomes a soft cleaning roof. At this point you can see the bunkie is really starting to come together. Once the rafters were installed, the roof was finished with galvanized steel roofing panels. Steel roofing is durable, sheds snow easily, and should last a long time with very little maintenance. The windows and door were installed next. I don't have footage of the installation itself, but here you can see how everything looks once they were in place. The door came from a local second-hand store, but was brand new, still in the original packaging. I think we paid around $300 for it, which is a really good deal. It's about an $800 door. Finally, the entire structure is wrapped in house wrap to protect it from wind, moisture until the siding goes on. That's as far as we could get this year, and we'll start back up from this spring, so that brings us to the end of part one of the bunkie build. In part two, I'll be installing the siding and trim and finishing off the exterior. We may do some of the interior, we're not sure. We'll just have to see how far we can get and how far it progresses. So thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our journey on the bunkie build so far. Stick around and don't forget to subscribe for part two. We'll see you soon. Thanks again.